May 14th, 2025, this is DC Action News, reporting bravely and boldly every Wednesday as the news breaks from the center of the multiverse. I'm Alex Jaffe. Our top story: has someone you know been Freaky Friday'd? The new Cooey fundraising fair brought in record numbers after local hero liaison Fire was entangled in a sweater and burned off her clothes on stage in front of a family crowd. The incident has been attributed to a magically induced outbreak of body swapping in the Kansas area. In addition to heroes Fire and Ice, many civilians close to the town's heroes have reportedly been similarly affected. Magical consultant Zachary Zatara has been called to advise. For now, Zatara proposes that those with any connections to these heroes set up identifying questions with their friends and loved ones in advance to confirm their identities. In more small-town news, Supergirl has returned to her original hometown of Midvale. Twice. The Metropolis outskirt town now boasts 2 Supergirls, equaling the number of Supermen in Metropolis itself. But unlike the Man of Steel, this is no mother and daughter situation. The first Supergirl on the scene issued a warning that the other Supergirl is, in fact, an imposter, possibly some enemy from Supergirl's past attempting to pass themselves off in her likeness. DC Action News has yet to confirm whether the Supergirl who issued that statement may or may not be an imposter herself. You see, this is exactly why you set up the security questions. In Gotham City, the Vauxhall Opera House staged a rare production of Aida, the first performance of an opera in Gotham's recent memory that wasn't Pagliacci. But the lack of clown theming didn't stop a would-be bomber from taking the stage, in the name of the historical disaster recreating Memento Killer. The incident was an attempted reprise of a 1941 incident at the Gotham Opera which killed all the actors on stage while performing that same opera. The bomber was identified as Travis Grimwell, organizer of the International Mementist Society and escaped Arkham patient. Grimwell is believed to be working for the Memento Killer and not the mastermind behind Gotham's recent attacks himself. According to Grimwell's statement, Memento can be found in a broken mirror streaked with blood, in the smoke of the fire that's been burning for centuries, a place beyond time, a vestige of a dead city. In times like this, we can only think it would really be helpful if the Riddler was still taking consultant work. Business, fashion, vampires, and more after this.
Hi, I'm former AFC champion Waylon Jones, owner and operator of Croc's Gym, and I'm here to tell you, you're perfect just the way you are. But if you feel like losing a few pounds, getting healthier, or becoming a hulking, reach-sized weapon of justice that can walk on his thumbs, then Crocs is the place for you. We've got all your classic dilapidated gym favorites. A solitary boxing ring that no one seems to use, a row of beige high school-style lockers, a really big rock, haunting photos of my childhood friends on the wall, and of course, extremely dangerous, free-range exotic reptiles just sorta hanging around. Plus, come check out our recently refurbished heavy bag, located under a single, swinging fluorescent light. Perfect for brooding. And remember, we're all natural, no venom needed. You were merely adopted by the gym. I was born in it, molded by it. So come on down to Croc's Gym, where an obsessive devotion to a single zoo animal isn't a requirement, but it helps.
Located at the corner of Deanie and Conway, just off I-5.
Welcome back to DC Action News. In business, the Green Lantern Corps has finally executed their long-anticipated crackdown on the Obsidian Market in Necrocopia, the infamous trading outpost built on a dead sporling of Starro the Conqueror. While Necrocopia's import-export magnate Evil Star reorganizes, the trade of illicit goods like psionic batteries and black mercy croppings should be significantly slowed throughout the sector for the immediate future. Necrocopia remains open to the public through the ongoing operation in its capacity as a thriving fusion cuisine destination. In climate news, the sentient computer virus Kilgore has been using cybernetically augmented killer whales to break apart the North Polar ice cap. The attacks come as a result of Kilgore's calculations that after acceptable losses in population and biodiversity, the loss of the polar landmass would allow for more efficient trade routes through the area. While Kilgore's killer whale attack was ultimately quelled by frequent North Pole visitor Superman, climate experts estimate that we may be seeing those proposed trade routes open up thanks to increasing global temperatures within 10 to 15 years. We now go to Earth 63 for the latest report from Count Jaffula on the Vampire Wars.
Thank you. This is Count Jaffula. The vampire queen, Barbara Gordon, long may she reign in eternal undeath, has, in her infinite grace and wisdom, chosen to meet with a representative of the filthy human chattel, Lois Lane. Our queen and this wretched journalist seek a momentary truce to repel the forces of dark side, who have claimed Dinosaur Island on their campaign towards Atlantis to abscond with the promised miracle child. We are dismayed to report that with the murder of General Aquaman, the traitorous Atlantean vampires have defected from our righteous empire, instead foolishly pledging themselves to the false Queen Mera. We are now hearing that, along with the miracle child in his custody, Mr. Miracle has, predictably in hindsight, escaped Atlantis. Seize him!
And finally, speaking of Aquaman, the King of the Sea has been spotted off the starboard bow in a stylish new ensemble. Here's fashion reporter Harvey Firestorm with the scoop.
Thank you, Alex. Harvey Firestorm here, and smell that autumn air. October is here again, and Aquaman, our second favorite member of Undersea's royal couple, has some new duds. Out with the king of Atlantis, green and gold. In with the king of trick and treat in black and orange. I can't believe it's already that time of year again and... Wait, what's that? What do you mean it's not Halloween? And why is the man wearing that dime store looking Superman cape? Look, pal, it takes a lot of topos to try to pull off a red cape in this verse. I mean, come on. They didn't even let the Blue Boy Scout's own kid wear a red cape. You're cute, Aquaman, but you're no crypto. But seriously, this look's best trait is what it lacks. Sleeves? I know Aquaman's all about his trident, but those guns are making me sweat. And speaking of, is it a sword? Is it a trident? We love a tool that goes both ways. So, Justice League, you're on notice. You cover those gorgeous triceps up with scales again, and I'm calling the Legion of Fashion Doom on you. So you heard it here first, folks. Elbow-high gloves and no sleeves are in this season. It's given aquatic. It's given burlesque. It's given he can feel the shape of my water, if you catch my title drift. So good luck to Aquaman on his quest to swim good against evil water or whatever it is he's doing. Back to you, Alex.
And that's all the news on our Prime Earth. We'll be back next week. For DC Action News, this is Alex Jaffe, and your day has now been saved. For more on these developing stories, read Fire and Ice When Hell Freezes Over #2. Batman and Robin #21, Supergirl #1, Absolute Batman #8, Green Lantern Corps #4, Action Comics #1086, DC vs. Vampires World War V #9, and Aquaman #5. Additional voices by Ben Gleine and Ben Kahn. DC Action News was created by Alex Jaffe and it's produced by Alex Jaffe and Esper Quinn. This is a listener-supported broadcast. Your contributions to patreon.com/DC Action News keep us running. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast do not necessarily reflect those of DC or Warner Brothers Discovery, nor should they be read as confirmation or denial of future DC plans. Never stop reading comics.